Okay, cool. Well, I think I've already kind of set up this idea of we've got capital T. How do I want to do this? We've got our thinking over here. Pictures here in the center, and then over here we have belief. And sorry about that.
That's a B.
There we
Okay.
go. Belief. Thoughts lead to belief, lead to actions. So often our pictures are where we have the problems, because it's the pictures that dominate and control our feelings. Whether it be something about ourselves, whether it be something about somebody else, they are saying something to us that's really nice, but we've already got them in a box. And so we don't trust. Is that, will we fair enough on that? Because we have a picture of them doing something different than what they're saying. You know, very possibly because they have a history of doing that, okay? But bring it personally, now all of a sudden we've got this truth wall, and we're trying to get our thoughts on the truth about us. I'm big enough, I'm smart enough, and dadgummit, people like me, you know, type of thing. So I'm trying to get these thoughts going, and I'm speaking them, but the problem is I still have these pictures in my brain of me being small, me cowering, me being overwhelmed, me being hurt, me being wounded, me being whatever, okay? This negative picture. And so it's so hard to get over here to the belief place, because I hit this big wall right here of the pictures. So what we need to do is change the pictures. As I've said before, the speaking that we're doing on a daily basis, the speaking is identifying where the lie is, where the crud is in our brain. However, the pictures have to come not through speaking, but through actually visualizing. So I want to walk you guys through a process. It's in your notes, okay? But I'm going to walk you through this. You're not going to be taking notes while we're doing this. You're going to be seeing pictures, okay? And I promise you, when we get done with this, you're going to remember these pictures. And it's going to be important to journal what this picture is, and to even add this picture to your truth wall. Okay? I think you're going to like it. It's going to be a good time. Might be a little bit uncomfortable because it can be new. Might be uncomfortable because, wait a minute, it's not happening exactly like you're telling me it's supposed to happen. Relax. This is our very first time to do it. It's kind of like learning Spanish or something like that. We can get some things, other things we struggle with, and we kind of stumble through it. It takes a little practice. All right? So we're going to go through, I think, 7 different steps. There may be one of you that struggles with the very first step. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't make you bad, doesn't make you less than, doesn't mean anything. It just means this is new. I'm learning how to do it. Okay? Some of you might struggle with the 3rd step. All right? It doesn't make you better than the person that struggled with the 1st step. It just, this is kind of where I stop, and I need to process and work through this. Some of you may be able to go all the way through it, and it's wonderful and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean you're better. Doesn't mean like you're getting an A, okay, and everybody else is flunking. This is not science class. We are not in school. We are in life right now. And so we have to take our learning the way as it comes. We can't just judge ourselves on a daily basis on did I pass, did I fail. Okay? So, first of all, let's see, anything else I need to say here from the notes? We're rewiring, processing struggle. You have to, okay, oh, and the first picture that we're going to get is going to be a negative picture, okay? And I want to make sure, and I'll say this in a moment, but the negative picture, I want to make sure that we keep it 3rd person, okay? I don't want anybody to have to go back into feelings attached with this. I don't want anybody to have to go back into the situation. Yuck, okay? I don't want to do that. But what we do want to do is get a picture of how that is impacting us, okay? And so we're going to keep it 3rd person. And then as the picture moves on, we'll move 1st person. But the first negative thing, we want to keep it. Always that negative stuff, we want to keep it 3rd person. okay? Because we don't want to own it. We want to realize it, but we don't want to have to own it anymore. We want to give it away. You okay with that? Good deal? Good deal. Well, we have to reconcile it, in order, D here, in order to make sense of the things when we have a diminished capacity, when we're seeing ourselves as small, when we have a wrong picture here, in order to make sense of things when we have a diminished capacity, we most often come up with inappropriate conclusions. These false conclusions are the foundation for our belief system. These false pictures are the foundation for belief. So we want to get rid of that stuff, so we have to have new pictures. Here we have this stat. You guys remember talking about that last time, I believe. Someone had a question on that. Is that correct? Is that in here? The question on, in essence, the research in order what you believe by the time you're 13? Is that in here, or was that someplace else? Okay, George Barna, all this research, finding out, studying adults, that the belief system and the pictures that they had by the time they were 13 were the same pictures they had when they were in their 30s and 40s and 50s. Okay?
That really hit home for me when I was reading it in the book because I have an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. 5 years?
I know, man, I gotta fix all these pictures. Well, but catch this, okay? One way to look at it is, I've gotta make sure that they have all the right pictures by the time they're 13. But when does your brain fully develop? It's like 21 to 25 years old is when your brain fully develops. So good luck trying to get a 13-year-old to have all the right conclusions. It's just not gonna happen. I am much more of a proponent of, when I'm 13, I need to understand what my conclusions are. But when I'm 18, before I head out into the world, I need to have time in my life where I go through my conclusions with somebody. This is what I think about home. This is what I think about parents. This is what I think about relationships. With you gals, this is what I think about boys. This is what I think about myself. This is what I think about God. To go through those conclusions, to update them. Because if you're not careful, you'll try to get through your 20s, where you guys are now, you'll try to get through your 20s with your 13-year-old mindset. And that can make your 20s very difficult. You know? And then, once you get into your 30s, time to upgrade again. 40s, upgrade. 50s, upgrade. Like each 10 years, you go in for your 10-year checkup with a coach, with a Yoda, with someone that can help you expand your thinking. Or else you'll be in your 50s, you guys don't know anyone like this, I'm sure, but you'll be in your 50s still functioning out of your 13-year-old brain.
Yeah, no.
And being very childish. Because you're working out of your 13-year-old brain. Okay? You just didn't get the upgrade. Okay? So what we're doing now in your 20s here is, this might be the first time we started, that you are encountering this upgrade system. Okay? So here we go. We're getting ready to go. All right. Yeah, let's just go ahead, because if we can't see it, I need to say this, if you can't see it, you won't be able to create it. So here we have these dreams and these visions and this truth that's on the wall, but if we can't see it, we won't be able to create it. We'll only be able to hope and wish and long for it. But I want to move from hoping for it to actually seeing the evidence. Okay? I want to see the evidence of it. Fair enough? All right, good deal. So, go ahead and get comfortable. All right, probably want to, if you can touch the floor, 2 feet on the floor. All right, just to kind of create a open environment for yourself. If you want to put your notes up, you can put your notes up, just whatever, because you're going to get comfortable. If you want to close your eyes during this, you can. You don't have to. Okay? I have found in doing visualization, it really helps to close my eyes. Because if I don't close my eyes, I'm still right here in the room. And even though I'm saying, get a picture of this, you're going, okay, I'm getting a picture of this, but the refrigerator's right over there. You know, it's kind of hard to go there. And so I want to encourage you to go there today. All right? And as much as I can, I don't know you guys a whole lot. I don't know. I know the environment that we are trying to create here in the company, but as much as possible, we want to create a trusting environment. So, I want to ask, before we get started here, I'm going to ask you a question. Can I trust you with, let's see, Kyle, can I trust you with what, not only what you are going to see, but can I trust you with what the others are going to see? Because that's important. Because, again, this could be some of the first times in our life where we really connect to truth for the first time in years and years and years. And it can be like overwhelming. This is awesome. It can be a life changer here in the next 15 minutes. I mean, really, it's that powerful in the next 15 minutes. And so I just want to be careful that as we leave this room, that we're not going out going, oh, you know, and talking. Okay? But we want to protect one another. So can I trust you to protect yourself as well as the others? Can I trust you to protect yourself and the others? Can I trust you? Okay, I need a word. Okay? Can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now I can trust you. So now look at one another and say, you can trust me. Let's do that.
You can trust me. You can trust me. Hey, you can trust me.
I know.
Good deal. Good deal. See, it's like we're doing the trust fall or something like that. You guys ever done the trust walk or trust falls or anything like that?
Not as a group.
Okay. Well, this
I
is,
didn't want them to drop me.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, okay. Well, the steps are written here, and I'm not going to go through the steps first and then do it. We're just going to walk through this. Okay? And if at any point you don't want to do something, okay, don't do it. Again, doesn't make you bad, doesn't make you wrong. It just means, okay, I've kind of reached a limit. I've kind of reached a boundary that I'm comfortable with. So stop there. It's just fine. This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time that you're going to do this. I'm actually going to give you homework. You've got the steps right here. You're going to have homework to practice this. You'll get one picture today. Tomorrow, when you practice it, you might do the same picture again, or you might decide, well, I want to get another picture. Okay, get another picture. Just do it, okay? Just use your imagination. Because you're going to have, it's okay to use your imagination here, all right? It's okay to do that. So, again, if you want to close your eyes, you can. And I'm just going to, yeah, Lord, just talk to us here. Because, again, truth, our source of truth, is coming from God. So this is who we want to be giving us pictures, is God. I don't want my mom giving me pictures. I don't want my husband or my boyfriend giving me pictures. I don't want me giving me pictures. I want God to give me pictures. So if at any point you're feeling like, oh, that's just me doing that, relax, okay? Relax, because I am confident that even though you might start out with using your imagination, I know that God will step into your imagination and steer it and lead you to truth. Okay? So, again, may have a ton of questions on this stuff. If you do, shoot emails, texts, calls, all that kind of stuff. All right? So here we go. Let's try this out. Okay? So the first thing, if you want to close your eyes, you can. But we're going to start out with visualizing yourself. And again, if you can, right now, let's just start here. Just take a few deep breaths to kind of relax. Open your hands up. Try not to make fists. If you're comfortable enough, uncross arms and just put your arms down. Okay? Just kind of relax. Take a few deep breaths in. Nose it in with the nose, out with the mouth, type of thing. Just allow yourself. In the future, you'll get really good at this, but when we're first starting out, we kind of have to really focus.